Good morning, everyone. Today we are having an interview, and we came to sit in our throne, Vella, the ranger manager from Ghadira and Foresta 2000. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks, Antonio.
So tell us about what is your job here in the reserve and what it's like working a normal day in the reserve.
Okay. Working here at the reserve as the warden, it comprises a lot of work. We have to do a lot of maintenance during the year. We also welcome guests to the reserve. We have to make sure that the water level is good. We also provide some sort of security during the day for the reserves. So it's not just one job. You have a lot of jobs, to do here on a daily basis. And then we also, at the moment, we're also doing some work by clearing the sand dune also. So trying to rehabilitate the area to back how it was before as a sand dune. And of course taking care to make sure that we monitor all the birds and animals which are inside the reserve. Yes.
Right. And from which company you work?
I work for BirdLife Malta, but I am also, my other job with Foresta 2000 also is the National Trust of Malta, which is called Dinlar Helwa. So we have project partners with trying to create this Mediterranean woodland.
All right. Talking about the Foresta 2000, how is your project in Foresta 2000? Mm-hmm. Can tell us something else?
Initially, I started working for BirdLife, trying to create this Mediterranean woodland. We have an area very close to this nature reserve. It's about 55 hectares, and we were supposed to be planting 2,000 trees for the millennium. But the project kept growing, and now we have over 21,000 trees planted in shrubs. And these are all trees native to Malta, which used to grow or are still growing. And we are creating this woodland habitat to attract more birds and, of course, to have much more greenery also.
So the idea of Foresta 2000 is became one of the biggest forests of Malta.
It's a large area, yes, about almost the size of our other woodland, Busquet. So it's not a small area. And planting all these trees and shrubs, which we try to create a balance of trees and having lots of berries and food for birds and for other animals also.
All right. And talking about your experience, what kind of job you were working before? Became ranger here?
Before I became a ranger, I was mostly working in accounts. But I decided to make a change, and 15 years ago they had an interview for a ranger. I did the interview and twice, and they decided to pick me to do the job as the ranger for Foresta 2000, which was a big change.
Yeah, it is. And for how long have you been working here in the reserve?
I've been working 15 years in the reserve and Foresta 2000. Of course, now with the trees growing and they're being well established, the workload at Foresta is getting less and less. It's now a matter of maintenance, of checking the trees and making sure there's no garbage and cutting grass occasionally. So I do the bulk of my work at Ghadira Nature Reserve now.
All right. And can you tell some curiosities about normal daily in the reserve, like something that could happen?
Anything could happen. We have problems sometimes with people breaking in to shoot rare birds in here. At Foresta, we've had the same problem. People coming into or illegal hunting. So sometimes the work also entails you to go to court and give evidence against illegal things which have happened over the years.
All right. And some, like, what you will say, like the weird species that you can find here in Ghadira, like during the migration periods, or
here, being in the center of the Mediterranean, we are well established as the central migratory flyway. So a lot of birds come through migration in autumn and in spring. So we have up to almost 200 species of birds which come here regularly to pass a few days or just a few minutes inside the reserve. So we have birds from both Central Europe, Western Europe, and even Eastern Europe. So it's a mix here. So it's a nice place, as you can see, and it attracts lots of species. Some are common, some are not so common.
Can you tell some species like they are resident here in the reserve?
Here, resident birds, we have the moorhen, which is commonly found inside the ditches. In summer, we have the littering plover, which is breeding here, and also the black-winged stilts, which have only arrived a few years ago to breed. And they've been quite successful breeding here at Ghadira. We also have some warblers like Sardinian warbler, Chetti's warbler, Sitting chesticola, and other birds which are found in this type of habitat in any type of wetland and woodland in Malta. Yes.
And now, passing to a controversial theme, and what is your opinion about the illegal hunting that is quite important in Malta?
Unfortunately, illegal hunting is one of the major issues we have to tackle at BirdLife Malta. Sometimes we waste a lot of resources trying to control it. Of course, with illegal hunting you have also birds which protected species are being shot. They have to be recovered, they have to be rehabilitated when it's possible to rehabilitate, and then to be released. And illegal hunting takes a lot of this important time from our hands, where we could be doing other things to promote, bird watching, or bird watching, or bird tourism. Unfortunately, it's a major issue. Instead of these people enjoying birds, and letting other people enjoy them, they shoot them, and many times they just leave them there. So it is a big problem still. And unfortunately, it seems to have even increased again in the last year or so, because there is lack of enforcement by the police and also a lack of political will to do anything about this problem. Yes, so it is a major problem, Antonio. That is my opinion, too.
All right. So I guess this is all. Thank you for your time. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, Antonio.